Let's talk steampunk fidgets. So I've built fidgets. This is my first prototype. Got some wooden fidgets that I'll do another blog on. But the focus right now is going to be what I call these steampunk fidgets. You see them on YouTube all over the place. They're really fairly inexpensive and take little to no time to build. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I learned, things that I think other people haven't noticed or they've done different variations of it. And then we'll go into all the little components of the build. So this is basically these 3/4 inch split ring hangers. I happened to get these from Lowe's. They were about $1.20. And you take some bearings. Now these louder bearings, those are from old roller blades actually. And I also bought some new bearings, brand new bearings, okay? And they are Ninja Quiet, but they are slower. These have had all the grease taken out of them, okay? These, on the other hand, have the grease in them. Now, this, nice little red ring, that's a gasket that sits in there like that. And you can see where it doesn't go near as long as something identical with no grease. I took the gasket out on this one. This is a plastic liner where this one is metal. I don't know if you can see the difference there. But anyway, it goes a little longer and it's very quiet. And I haven't taken the grease out of it yet. I'm just still doing some testing on that. But it doesn't go nearly as long. Okay. Now, the other components you need is, this is basic, by the way, these, I took a long time to figure this out, but basically, this is, the threads on these are number 10, 24. So I went and I got some of these acorn nuts, very expensive. They're probably anywhere, depending on where you get them, about $1.50, $2 a pop. Okay, and the whole reason to do that is to not only make them look stylish, but to take the extra threads and so you're not hitting the end of the screw there. So while I was in the store, I noticed that they had, these other ones here, the nylon lock nuts. They work just as well. They have a nice little smooth edge to them, and you can buy 100 of these for the price of about 8 of those acorn cap nuts. Okay, the other thing that you need is number 10 washers, some electrical tape. Sometimes this is a 22 millimeter basically roller bearing set, and this is 3/4 inch gap here, diameter. So you have to take little pieces of electrical tape, maybe go around 2 3/4 full wrap around, and then it will stay in there when you tighten it down. I've put 2 washers on either side of these, and that just seems to work about right. Once again, if you want Ninja Quiet, you can go with these brand new ones. I'm going to actually try doing it without. That goes pretty well once you take the little gasket out. Something else I learned. The other thing I learned is little hands have some challenges with these because it bumps into their hands. Okay, younger kids. I'm talking about 10, 12-year-old kids. I don't have any problem with them necessarily, and so what I found is if I took a dowel, and this one here is a 5/16 inch dowel. You can get a whole dowel set, or you can just get some 5/16 H, and then I expanded it out just slightly above or outside of the diameter here, or the width of this, and it works great. So my kids with the little hands, they have not only basically 3 levels of fidget, right? You got this fidget, you got this fidget, where you're basically just spinning the inside, and then you can actually, I don't know if you can see it from there, but you can actually just do a top and it goes a long time because it's extending past there. I also tried doing some of this tubing. This is 5/16 tubing on outer diameter. But the survey says, you know, because it does the same thing. I cut this one a little short, and so maybe that was a factor. But the boys preferred the dowel. They said it felt better in their hands, and you really can do something like that. You know, if you have this little tubing on here like this, the advantage you have, let me get a pencil. You know, if people want to go absolutely crazy, you put it on top of a pencil. You can do the same thing from here, except for that one doesn't have the silicone pipe in there yet, or latex pipe, whatever it is. But so anyway, there you go. It's a pretty easy build. You can look around, pause the tape, or pause the video and see the different things that you'll need. All very easy and to get. And if you go with old ones, you're talking about $2, $3. If you go with the bearings, I got this bearing set on Amazon, 8 of them for I think about $13. So 13. So that's going to add another $1.50 to, so you know, under $5 fidget or under $2, $3 fidget. But the boys really love these. They're solid. You can really bang them around. You could drop them on something and damage them, but and stay tuned for the next fidget, which are these little ones that I made for practically nothing, the cost of marbles and some paint. So see you next time.